Be me, 21, working part-time at electronics repair shop. Social skills of brick wall, but at least I'm good with computers. Spend most free time playing games or watching anime like proper degenerate. There's this coffee shop called Been There Done That near my work. Go there every morning for caffeine addiction maintenance. Cute barista named Violet works morning shifts. Auburn hair and messy bun, freckles, nose ring, alternative vibe. She's friendly to everyone but never really noticed me. Probably because I order same thing every day and barely make eye contact. Large coffee black with extra shot. Coming right up. Mumble thanks and leave tip in jar. Been doing this routine for 6 months like NPC. Finally decide it's time to actually talk to her. Spend entire weekend planning conversation topics, researching coffee trivia, thinking of witty observations. Monday morning arrive with newfound confidence. Violet behind counter looking cute as usual. Hey Violet, large coffee black with extra shot. Sure thing, you know my name. Of course I know your name, you wear name tag. Immediately realize how creepy that sounded. Violet raises eyebrow but smiles. Fair point, what's your name, coffee guy? Oh, it's Ethan. Nice to finally meet you properly, Ethan. She starts making my coffee. Brain scrambles for planned conversation starter. So Violet, did you know coffee was discovered by Ethiopian goats? She stops mid-pour and looks at me. Ethiopian goats. Yeah, the legend says goat herder noticed his goats getting energetic after eating coffee berries. Probably bullshit, but interesting origin story. Violet laughs genuinely. That's actually pretty cool trivia. Most people just complain about prices or ask for complicated modifications. Feeling encouraged by positive response. Well, I'm full of useless knowledge about random stuff. Occupational hazard of fixing electronics all day. You fix electronics. Yeah, work at tech repair place down street. Mostly phones and laptops, but occasionally weird stuff. Hand her my business card like smooth operator, except card falls out of sweaty palm onto floor. Bend down to pick it up, same time she does. We bump heads moderately hard. Both start laughing at absurdity. Smooth move, Ethan? Yeah, I'm basically James Bond. If James Bond was clumsy nerd who spills coffee trivia. Violet grins while rubbing her forehead. Clumsy nerds are underrated. Most interesting conversation I've had at work in weeks. Heart starts racing because cute girl called me interesting. Really because I was just getting started on coffee facts. Oh no, what have I unleashed? Did you know espresso actually has less caffeine than regular coffee? Despite tasting stronger, it's all about extraction time and bean concentration. Violet nods thoughtfully while finishing my order. You're like walking Wikipedia, except more entertaining and less pretentious. Other customers starting to line up behind me, don't want to hold up her work. I should probably let you serve other people. But this was fun, Violet. Definitely more fun than usual morning routine. Maybe we could continue coffee education sometime. Did I just accidentally ask her out? Violet pauses with coffee in hand. Are you asking me out, Ethan? Because that would be smooth transition from coffee trivia. Panic because direct question requires direct answer. Maybe. Depends if you're interested in more random facts. Over dinner instead of coffee counter. She writes something on my cup. Text me and we'll see how many useless facts you actually know. Holy shit, she gave me her number. Challenge accepted, Violet. Prepare for mind-numbing trivia overload. Walk away feeling like accomplished something significant. Check cup and see her number with smiley face. Also note that says, ask me about my weird hobbies. Spend rest of day researching more conversation topics. Finally text her around 6 p.m. Hey Violet, it's Ethan from coffee shop. Ready for that trivia challenge? She responds within minutes. Bring your A-game, coffee nerd. When and where for this educational experience? Suggest dinner at casual restaurant Friday night. Perfect, Ethan, see you at 7. And maybe I'll share some of my weird hobbies. Friday arrives and I'm nervous as hell. Shower twice, change clothes 3 times. Arrive at restaurant early and wait like anxious mess. Violet shows up looking amazing. Traded barista uniform for vintage band t-shirt and ripped jeans. Ready for trivia night, Ethan. As ready as I'll ever be. Get seated and start browsing menu. So Violet, tell me about these weird hobbies. Promise not to judge. I collect vintage synthesizers and make electronic music. Also really into urban photography. Abandoned buildings and street art mostly. Holy shit, she's into cool stuff. That's not weird, that's awesome. I'm into retro gaming and anime. Plus I build custom computers as hobby. See, we're both nerds, just different specialties. Conversation flows naturally from there. She shows me photos of abandoned warehouse shoots. I show her my latest PC build with RGB everything. Ethan, this is beautiful. Cable management is art form. Most people think computers are just boring boxes. Computers are definitely not boring, especially when they look like Disco Spaceship. We order food and keep talking. Turns out Violet is into cyberpunk aesthetic. Loves Blade Runner, Akira, Ghost in Shell. Violet, you have excellent taste in dystopian futures. Thanks. I try to stay cultured about societal collapse, while making overpriced coffee for capitalism. Sense of humor matches mine perfectly. Dinner arrives, but we're too busy talking to eat much. So Ethan hit me with more random trivia. Prove you're worthy of second date. Did you know octopi have 3 hearts? And their blood is blue because copper instead of iron. Also, they're incredibly intelligent, but only live 1-2 years. Tragic, really. Imagine what they could accomplish with longer lifespan. Violet puts down fork and stares. Ethan, that's simultaneously fascinating and depressing. How do you know this stuff? Internet rabbit holes mostly. Start reading about one thing, end up learning about cephalopod biology. Modern attention span at work. She laughs and shares her own random knowledge. Well, did you know honey never spoils? They found edible honey in Egyptian tombs. Thousands of years old, but still good. Violet, that's actually incredible. We're like trivia power couple. Between us, we could dominate pub quiz night. Is that challenge, Ethan? Because there's weekly trivia at Bar Down Street. Next Wednesday if you're interested. Absolutely, Violet. Let's destroy some trivia competition. Finish dinner while planning trivia strategy. Walk her to car afterwards. This was really fun, Ethan. Way better than expected. What did you expect? Honestly thought you might be serial killer. Quiet guy who knows my schedule seems suspicious. Fair assessment, but I'm just socially awkward. Not homicidal, just terrible at talking to people. Well, you did fine tonight. Maybe because I actually listened instead of just waiting to talk. Stand by her car feeling moment building. So Violet's second date confirmed for trivia night. Definitely confirmed. Unless you turn out to be terrible teammate. Then I might have to reconsider. Lean in for goodbye hug. She kisses my cheek instead. See you Wednesday, Ethan. Bring your thinking cap. Drive home with stupid grin on face. First successful date in 2 years. Maybe being weird nerd isn't completely hopeless. Wednesday arrives and meet Violet at trivia bar. Place is packed with competitive teams. Ethan ready to show these people what nerdy knowledge looks like. Born ready, Violet. Let's go win some stuff. Register as team random access memories. Violet's idea combining computer terms with music reference. Trivia starts, and we're actually pretty good. Science questions are my specialty. Violet destroys entertainment and arts categories. What band released album called OK Computer in 1997? Radiohead, obviously. Ethan, you're looking at future trivia champion. We're tied for first place going into final round. Sudden death question about obscure movie trivia. In what year was The Matrix released? Both teams write down 1999. Tiebreaker question about Matrix production. What was original working title for The Matrix? Violet and I look at each other confused. Neither of us knows this one. Other team guesses Cyber Revolution. We decide to guess Digital World. Correct answer was The Third Eye. We lose by 1 point but don't care. Had too much fun competing together. Ethan, we make good team. Even in defeat, we're champions. Want to celebrate second place with late night coffee. Violet, are you asking me to your workplace after hours? Maybe I have keys and access to espresso machine. That sounds mildly illegal but incredibly romantic. Sneak into closed coffee shop like teenagers. Violet makes us elaborate coffee drinks. Ethan, welcome to after hours bean experience. This is way better than Starbucks. Sit in empty shop talking until 2 a.m. Learn about her music production setup. She learns about my anime obsession. Violet, you should watch Cowboy Bebop. Perfect intro anime for music lover. Soundtrack is jazz masterpiece. Sold Aid and Ethan, let's binge it this weekend. My place has better sound system for proper viewing. Third date becomes anime marathon. Violet's apartment is aesthetic paradise. Vintage synthesizers, plants everywhere, film photography prints. Violet, your place looks like Urban Outfitters catalog. Except actually cool and lived in. Thanks, Ethan, your place probably looks like Best Buy exploded. Accurate assessment, honestly, but organized explosion with good cable management. Set up Cowboy Bebop on her projector. She makes popcorn while I adjust audio settings. Ethan, you're taking this very seriously. Proper anime viewing requires optimal conditions. Audio balance, lighting, snack preparation. It's science. Violet. Curl up on couch together for viewing. She falls asleep against my shoulder during episode 5. Don't want to wake her, so stay perfectly still. Watch her sleep peacefully while credits roll. This might be what happiness feels like. Month later, we're officially dating. Violet introduces me to her musician friends. I introduce her to my gaming group. Ethan, your friends are exactly what I expected. Bunch of nerds arguing about graphics cards. But they're sweet nerds who accepted random barista girlfriend. You're not random, Violet, you're perfect. Perfect for me anyway. She starts learning about computers. I start learning about music production, teaching each other our respective obsessions. Violet, check out this new motherboard. Supports DDR5 and is built-in Wi-Fi 6. Ethan, look at this vintage Moog filter. Makes everything sound like sci-fi movie. 6 months in and completely smitten. Violet moves some equipment into my apartment. I clear space in living room for her setup. Ethan, are we moving in together? Or just merging our nerd caves? Little bit of both, honestly. Your place has better internet for my work. My place has better acoustics for your music. Symbiotic relationship, Violet. Like in nature documentaries. Except with synthesizers and gaming computers. Year later, planning to propose. Violet doesn't know, but I've been researching rings. Also planning elaborate proposal involving coffee trivia, going back to where it all started. Ethan, you seem nervous lately. Everything okay? Just thinking about future stuff. Career goals and life direction. Want to talk about it. Maybe Violet, but not yet. Still figuring some things out. Morning of proposal, arrive at Bean there, done that. Violet's old manager lets me set up before opening. Hang banner with coffee facts leading to question. Violet coffee was discovered by Ethiopian goats. Espresso has less caffeine than regular coffee. Honey never spoils even after thousands of years. But some things are worth preserving forever. Will you marry me? Violet shows up for what she thinks is normal coffee date, sees banner and starts crying immediately. Ethan, you absolute nerd. This is most ridiculous proposal ever. And completely perfect. Get down on one knee and same spot we bumped heads. Violet, will you marry this awkward coffee trivia guy? And combine our weird hobbies permanently? Yes, Ethan, obviously yes. But only if you promise more random facts. For rest of our lives. Slip ring on her finger while other customers applaud. Turns out half the coffee shop knew about plan. Violet's coworkers were in on surprise. Ethan, how long have you been planning this? Since our second trivia night. When you fell asleep during Cowboy Bebop. Knew I wanted to marry you then. Took year to work up courage. Kiss her in middle of coffee shop. Same place where everything started. With terrible coffee trivia and bumped heads. Violet ready for lifetime of nerdy adventures. Born ready, Ethan. But first, let's get coffee. Large black with extra shot. Coming right up, future husband. Sitting here 2 years later, married to amazing woman who gets my weirdness. She produces electronic music in home studio. I fix computers and play games in adjacent room. Perfect balance of shared space and individual interests. Everything going perfectly until something strange happens. Notice lamp in the corner of the living room flickering. Violet doesn't seem to see it. Start looking around nervously during dinner. Glancing at corners, checking light fixtures. Ethan, what are you looking for? Nothing, just thought I saw something. Continue eating but can't shake feeling. Lamp flickers more aggressively. Get up and walk around apartment. Checking every corner, every shadow. Violet follows me confused. Ethan, you're acting really weird. What are you looking for? Turn to her frantically. The lamp. What lamp? You're being weird. Here, let me kiss you. That's better. She kisses me and for a moment, everything feels normal. But over her shoulder I see it. Lamp standing in corner of the room. Except now it has hands. And it's rubbing them together menacingly. Violet pulls away smiling. See? Much better than whatever you were worried about. Nod and smile back. But Lamp is still there, watching us, waiting. BME 19, working night shift at 24-hour gas station in Bumbleville, Indiana. Life consists of stocking energy drinks and dealing with meth heads, buying scratch-offs. Only excitement is gaming when I get home at 6 a.m. Mostly play Valorant because I hate myself apparently. One day matched with teammate who actually has brain cells. Username is Kawaii Princess 2007 with anime girl PFP. Voice sounds like actual female, which is rare on gaming. Not some 12-year-old squeaker or 40-year-old LARPing as e-girl. Nice headshot, bro. Thanks, you're pretty good at this game. Most people in my lobbies have aim of stormtroopers. She laughs and it sounds genuine, not fake ooh-woo voice that makes your ears bleed. We end up carrying entire team to victory. Want to queue again? Hell yeah, finally someone who doesn't throw. Spend next 4 hours gaming together. Her name is supposedly Mika and she's from Wisconsin, knows all the anime references I make. That guy's playing like he thinks he's Kirito. Except Kirito would at least hit his shots. Holy shit, she gets it. Exchange Discord and start talking regularly. Turns out Mika plays literally everything I play. Apex Legends, Overwatch, League of Legends, even some indie games. Want to try that new horror game? Only if you promise not to scream in my ear. No promises, kawaii princess. Please call me Mika. That username is cringe. Made it when I was 14 and too lazy to change. Fair enough, Mika. We all have regrettable usernames. Gaming sessions become daily routine. Get off work, sleep until 2 p.m., game with Mika until work. Perfect schedule for night shift degeneracy. Mika always online when I wake up. Don't you have job or school? Work from home doing graphic design. Flexible schedule means more gaming time. Sounds like dream job, honestly. Conversations get more personal over weeks. Talking about life goals, family drama, favorite anime. What's your top 5 anime, Mika? Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, Death Note, JoJo. Solid choices, no trash isekai. Isekai is for people who gave up on reality. Which honestly, fair enough. She gets my sense of humor perfectly. Makes jokes about basement dwelling and touching grass. When's last time you saw sunlight, Mika? What's sunlight? Is that new DLC? Cost too much. It'll stick to monitor glow. Month into friendship. Start developing feelings. Mika's voice is soothing after long shifts. Always knows what to say when customers piss me off. Some guy tried to buy beer with Monopoly money today. Darwin Award winner right there. Natural selection working overtime. She makes even worse days bearable. Start staying up later just to talk with her. Gaming becomes excuse for conversation. We should play that co-op RPG. The one where you can romance NPCs. Are you trying to tell me something, Mika? Maybe I am. What are you going to do about it? Flirting intensifies over following weeks. Sexual tension through gaming headsets. You sound tired, long day. Yeah, but talking to you makes it better. Smooth talker, bet you say that to all e-girls. Only the ones who carry me in ranked. So just me then. Exactly. 2 months in and completely smitten. Mika suggests we video chat. About time we saw each other's faces. Panic because my room looks like disaster zone. Spend entire day cleaning and organizing. Set up good lighting and camera angle. Mika logs into Discord call. Ready for face reveal. Ready as I'll ever be. Turn on camera and wait for her. Mika's camera stays off. Having technical difficulties. Camera driver being stupid. No worries, take your time. 15 minutes pass. Sorry, camera completely broken. Maybe next time. Disappointed but understanding. Technology hates us all, Mika. Especially when we need it most. Few more weeks pass with voice only, getting increasingly curious about what Mika looks like. Send me selfie on Discord. Don't have any good photos. Selfie camera makes everyone look terrible. Come on, Mika, I showed you mine. Fine, but don't judge my appearance. Sends photo of cute anime-looking girl, short black hair, glasses, looks exactly like voice sounds. Mika, you're beautiful. Why were you nervous about showing me? Low self-esteem, I guess. Well, you look amazing. Relationship progresses to daily video calls, except Mika's camera never works. Always some technical excuse. Camera driver's corrupted again. Webcam hardware dying. Lighting in room too dark. Start getting suspicious but don't want to push. Maybe she's self-conscious about appearance. 3 months in, Mika suggests meeting in person. There's gaming convention in Chicago next month. We should meet up there. Finally see each other face to face. Heart racing at prospect. Absolutely, Mika, that sounds amazing. Book hotel rooms near convention center. Can't wait to meet you in person. Spend weeks planning Chicago trip, buying new clothes, getting haircut, actually showering regularly. Mika seems equally excited. Going to be so weird hearing your voice without headset. Weird good or weird bad. Weird amazing, hopefully. Day before convention, travel to Chicago, staying at budget hotel near McCormick Place. Text Mika, my room number, and arrival time. Landed safely, ready for tomorrow. Same here, this is going to be epic. Sleep well, see you at convention. Next morning, wake up early. Shower, brush teeth, put on best outfit. Head to convention center entrance we agreed on. Text Mika that I'm waiting by main doors. Be there in 10 minutes. Look for guy in black hoodie. Scan crowd for cute girl with glasses. After 20 minutes, still no Mika. Text asking if she's okay. Sorry, running late, be there soon. 30. More minutes pass. Starting to worry. Something happened. Phone rings with call from Mika. Hey, where are you? Standing right by entrance like we planned. Weird, I don't see you. What are you wearing? Black hoodie and jeans. I'm wearing red flannel and glasses. Look around frantically. See guy in red flannel approaching. Has to be coincidence. Guy walks straight up to me. Excuse me, are you waiting for someone? Yeah, my friend Mika. Are you Diego? What the hell? How does stranger know my name? Yeah, how did you? Guy smiles nervously. I'm Mika. Brain stops functioning. What do you mean you're Mika? Mika is girl named Mika. About that Diego. My real name is Brandon, and I'm definitely not a girl. Stare at this random dude claiming to be Mika. This has to be joke. Where's the real Mika? Is this some kind of prank? Brandon looks genuinely apologetic. Diego, I am Mika. I've been using voice-changing software and AI-generated photos for the past 3 months. I feel like reality is collapsing. You're telling me that Mika doesn't exist, and you've been catfishing me. Yes, but not maliciously. It started as joke, but then we became friends. And I didn't know how to tell you. Sit down on nearby bench, head in hands processing information. So every conversation we had, every gaming session, every time you flirted with me, that was all you. Brandon from Wisconsin. Yeah, basically. But the conversations were real. My personality is real, just not my gender or appearance. Look up at Brandon. Guy looks exactly like stereotypical Redditor. Overweight, neckbeard, cargo shorts, graphic tee. How Brandon? How did you fake female voice so convincingly? Voice-changing software and AI, my dude. Spent months perfecting female voice. Plus AI tools for photo generation. Technology is wild these days. Are you gay, Brandon? Is this some elaborate way to hit on me? No, bro, just bored. Started as experiment in social engineering. Wanted to see how differently people treat girls online. But then we actually became friends. And you're genuinely cool person. Sit in silence for a few minutes, processing 3 months of lies, but also thinking about all our conversations. Brandon was right about one thing. Personality was consistent throughout. So what now, Brandon? Do we just pretend this never happened? Or do we acknowledge this is weird as hell? Definitely weird as hell, but also kind of impressive. The dedication to catfish is almost admirable. Brandon laughs nervously. So you're not completely disgusted? Honestly, Brandon, I should be furious. But our friendship was real, even if circumstances were fake. Plus, you carried me through so many ranked games. Can't stay mad at good gaming partner. Wanna walk around convention. Since we're both here anyway. Spend day at gaming convention together. Brandon actually pretty cool in person, same sense of humor as online. Still makes same anime references. That cosplayer looks like discount Sasuke. More like Sasuke ordered from Wish. Sasuke at home. We check out gaming booths and demos. Brandon destroys kids at fighting game stations. Those moves were clean, Brandon. Told you I was good at games. Mika wasn't lying about that part. End up having genuine fun. Brandon buys us both overpriced convention food. Least I can do after catfishing you. Appreciate the gesture. But this is still weird, Brandon. Definitely weird. But good weird or bad weird, the jury's still out. Evening arrives and we head back to hotels, standing outside convention center. So what happens now, Diego? Do we stay friends? Or is this too weird? Think about questions seriously. Brandon lied about fundamental aspects of identity, but personality and friendship were authentic. Brandon, can I ask you something? Shoot. Want a goon together? Brandon's eyes light up. Thought you'd never ask. Hell yeah, bro. Back to hotel rooms. Wait, Diego. Hell it, I've done worse. Both start laughing. This is probably weirdest friendship origin story ever. But you're all right, Brandon. You too, Diego. We're best friends now. Bonded through deception and gaming. The foundation of all great relationships. Head back to hotel. Brandon pulls out laptop and starts explaining his setup. Dude, wait until you see my battle station back home. Got the ultimate Gunner command center. Triple monitor setup with dual RTX 4090s. Running on Ryzen 9 7950X with 64GB DDR5. Holy shit, Brandon, that's insane. How much did that cost? Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. But the 4K 144 Hz monitors alone were like $2,000 each. Main display is 32-inch OLED for maximum visual quality. Side monitors are for Discord, browser tabs, and monitoring temps. Got custom water cooling loop with RGB everything. Because if you're gonna be degenerate, might as well look cool doing it. Shows me photos of his setup on phone. Looks like NASA mission control, but for degenerates. Brandon, this is art. You've created temple to gooning. Exactly, Diego. This is my shrine. Mechanical keyboard with custom keycaps. Gaming chair that costs more than my car. Surround sound system for full immersion. Got dedicated NAS server for storage. Because cloud storage is for peasants. How much storage we talking? 48 TB RAID array. Jesus Christ, Brandon. That's enough storage for small country. You'd be surprised how quickly it fills up. Quality content takes space. Plus got backup drives because data loss is nightmare. This is professional level operation. Brandon nods proudly. Been building this setup for 3 years. Every paycheck goes toward upgrades. Who needs social life when you have perfect battle station? Priorities on point. Want to see it in person sometime. Road trip to Wisconsin. Hell yeah, Diego. We can do synchronized sessions. Dual station gooning. Next level friendship activities. This is our Gunner superpower. Catfishing skills plus gaming abilities plus epic hardware. We're unstoppable duo. Brandon, you're insane. But so am I apparently. Let's do this. 6 months later, Brandon and I still game together daily. Except now I know he's overweight dude from Wisconsin with god-tier gaming setup instead of cute anime girl. Honestly, friendship improved after Truth came out. No more pressure of romantic feelings, just pure bromance and hardware enthusiasm. Brandon taught me voice-changing software. Now we both catfish people in games. It's not malicious, it's performance art. We're method actors exploring gender roles through medium of online gaming. Also helped me upgrade my potato setup. Diego, your graphics card is from Stone Age. Time for intervention. Got you RTX 4070 and Ryzen 7 7700X. Early Christmas present. Brandon, this costs like $1,200. Would it worth it to have proper gaming partner? Can't have you running games on low settings. Ruins the aesthetic. Occasionally reminisce about catfish era. Remember when you thought I was waifu material? Brandon, you were convincing. Still can't believe I fell for AI photos. Hey, those photos were high quality. Spent good money on that AI subscription. Money well spent, apparently. Sometimes wonder what would have happened if Brandon had been actual girl. Probably would have ruined friendship with romance. Instead, got best gaming buddy and hardware mentor. Brandon visits Indiana a few times a year. We hit local arcade and destroy kids at fighting games. These children don't know what hit them. Decades of basement training paying off. Gunner powers activate. People ask how we became friends. Met online playing games. Technically true, just leave out catfishing details. Brandon's like brother I never had. Diego is like sister he always wanted. Brandon, that doesn't make sense. Makes perfect sense in context. Moral of story, Anons. Sometimes best friendships come from weirdest circumstances. Even if someone lies about being anime girl, they might still be excellent gaming partner and hardware enthusiast. Brandon proved that bros before hoes even applies when bro was pretending to be hoe. Also proved that proper battle station is foundation of any good friendship.